We're back in that same old place, Sweet Home Chicago. The Buffett Tour loves this town. I'm sitting right here in front of the very first seat that I got to sit in at a Jimmy Buffett concert. And I don't think I really sat the whole show, but I know I had a great time. We're at the FMBA Bank Amphitheater in Tinley Park, just south of Chicago. We're ending on a big one here this Saturday. The rain clouds have gone away, it's a sunny day, and the lawn alone here holds over 17,000 people, so big venue. It's going to be a big time with all the Parrot Heads here today. We've got a few things in store for you tonight for the pre-broadcast and a great show lined up. We've got two-time NHL World Champion, Vice President of the Blackhawks here in Chicago, Jay Blunk, who is family to the Buffett Tour, as you'll learn shortly with the interview we have with him. We also have a little bit of a rehearsal video that Jimmy recorded back in Frisco when he did a little woodshedding with the Coral Reefers in his hotel room, working up Northeast Texas women. So hope you enjoy that. What can we say? It's been a great leg. It's gonna be a great show tonight. Bing and Bong and Jimmy Buffett and the Coral Reefer Band, just south of Chicago, live tonight. Fins up. You're watching Margaritaville TV.
I'm Eric Dark and you're watching Margaritaville TV.
Hey, Jimmy here on the This One's For You tour. We're out this summer, all summer, like we are every summer. But this summer we got little special things going on here. Obviously Margaritaville TV and some looks behind the scenes. And this is a little video that we shot down in Dallas at the show down there. We often do rehearse, so this is proof that we're not just out here surfing and playing golf and stuff like that. So every now and then the rhythm section of the band gets together when we're working up certain songs, and on this particular one it was a great Willis Allen Ramsey song called Northeast Texas Women, which obviously we wanted to do in Dallas. So we got together in the hotel room. And now that we've got our little portable studio here that I was going to show you right here, this is something that Mr. Matt came up with. This is our little studio here. That's the Apex machine right there. Plugs into your computer. Let's see what else we got over here. We'll take you on a little tour here. We are not in Dallas anymore, as you can tell, because that's Lake Michigan out there. And we are in Chicago. So there's the Hancock Building. It's the first time I've seen it. I've been here for 4 days. I live next to the Hancock Building, and we've been in the fog so much, I've been able to see this thing. So here's a nice view of Lakeshore Drive. It's Friday afternoon. You can see the traffic. And look out there. No, right over there, actually, on Navy Pier, under that big Ferris wheel is, you guessed it, Margaritaville. So right now I'm in the studio in the hotel. So this is how we are kind of do our little recordings, and I'm putting together the final touches on our little rehearsal we did in Dallas, and we'll continue to do some of these things. This is the gear we use, and this is all kind of special made stuff that goes in that very small suitcase over there as we hit the road again. So hope you enjoy this little video right now on Margaritaville TV, and come on, we're going to rehearsal right now. What did I do there? Turn it off?
We can help me percussion tool. Yeah. It helps support it until we get still just starting on the B, everybody playing with it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
East of Mexico, west of Louisiana, where all those Cajuns grow. They got a little place called Texas, where the women grow on trees. Right there for the picking, easy as you please. Texas gold. Kiss the street of that cactus, that's the factor. North of Amarillo, east of Old Diamond Box, you find your Cinderella or a genuine Goldilocks. If you don't like love attachments, if you're tasting women and strain, well, go on and spend your money, boy, down in Lola Grange. You better run, tell the world you're gonna get a Lone Star girl with her cast iron girl. It's a lemon of devil, it's so simple. Take home. You're gonna get young before you get old. Them Texas women at Texas gold. Kiss the sweet of that cactus, that's a factor. North of Waxahachie, east of Old Cowtown. Them Dallas women standing up like the others lying down. God bless the Trinity River and any man who's unaware of those Northeast Texas women and their cotton candy hair. You better run, tell the world you wanna get a Lone Star girl with her cast iron girl, her aluminum devil. It's so simple.
Hey, I'm Mac McAnally, and you're watching Margaritaville TV.
Hi, this is Jay Blunk, and I'm the Executive Vice President with the Chicago Blackhawks, longtime Parrot Head. One of the important things about understanding, Jimmy's impact on the city of Chicago, if you go back, Jimmy's had a substantial and a profound impact on really the history of music in Chicago, going back to the early 70s, going back to places like the Quiet Night, and you go back to Mr. Kelly's, and there's the Earl of Old Town. These are places where you had Stevie Goodman and Jimmy and all this folk scene in Chicago that was exploding. Fast forward to 1986 when I had the great fortune of working for the Chicago Cubs for many years, and John McDonough and I met Jimmy for the first time, and we really enjoyed his presence. We knew he was a Cub fan. We enjoyed having his staff out. We enjoyed seeing the band there. There was a day when Jimmy came on an off day. They were just before he had played the first show in the history of Wrigley Field, and he had requested to try to hit a ball out of Wrigley Field. And I grabbed a bucket of balls, and we went out in the field. And Jimmy had a great left-handed swing. I think he might have hit one out. And everyone was surprised that came down, and word kind of got out that Jimmy was taking batting practice. And one of the fun things, my arm started getting tired. I was in a suit. I took my tie off, and we had a lot of fun that day. But I was surprised at what a great hitter Jimmy was. Jimmy had a great left-handed swing, slight hitch to it, but he could really turn with some power. And he buried a couple in the bleachers, which really shocked everyone. But it was a great day. I've been with the Blackhawks now for 6-7 seasons. When we won the Stanley Cup in 2010, one of the things that Patrick Kane wanted to do was to share the Stanley Cup with all of the Parrot Heads at the show with Jimmy. He had had the cup in Buffalo earlier in the day, and he chartered a plane and flew directly to the venue to make sure that he could share the Stanley Cup with Jimmy. And one of the good fortunes we had was to use the cup, and Jimmy, myself, a number of band members, Mr. Mike Mooney, Mike Utley, all these individuals, we filled the Stanley Cup with cold beer, and we each took a drink out of it. And from a historical standpoint, from an entertainment standpoint, it was a great pleasure to share that, with Jimmy and to share that with the audience. And it turned into an incredible evening. Jimmy obviously was a great host. We were very privileged to be there with the cup. The Stanley Cup has such a powerful force, whether it's at a hospital or whether it's a charity event, or if it's an event like a Buffett show. And it's great to see the Blackhawks brand and the Blackhawks hero like Patrick Kane, share that experience with all the Parrot Heads and Jimmy. So it was in the history of the Stanley Cup, it had never been to a Buffett show. And we were proud to make a little history that night. In 2013, we had the good fortune of winning the Stanley Cup again as an organization. And again, all the credit goes to this young team they are terrific on the ice, but they're also terrific off the ice. So it affords us a lot of opportunities, like bringing the Stanley Cup to a Jimmy Buffett show again, the second time in 2013 at Northerly Island. And Patrick Kane was excited. He brought some friends. He brought the Stanley Cup again to share that. But one of the things Patrick was interested in was wearing a parrot hat. And so we searched high and low, and of course people bring their own gear to the shows, and it's very, very difficult to find a spare parrot hat. So Heikki Larson, who works for Jimmy, went out in the crowd and negotiated a meet and greet backstage if we could have the hat. And so the deal was done, and Patrick wore the hat on stage and danced, and it was just a terrific event. And that hat is now in the Hockey Hall of Fame, along with the song lyrics. And it also appeared on the front page of the Chicago Tribune the next day. So all in all, it was a great night. Jimmy has had a presence in Chicago every summer for 30-plus years. And it's one of the few things in entertainment and music that actually it was big 30 years ago, and it's actually bigger now. I've never seen anything like that. Someday, the Harvard Business School will take a quick look at how this all worked and what the science was behind this. And I think at the core of being a Parrot Head is the genuine approach. The product is genuine. And you can't fool people in this day and age. And I think this was viral before that word was really used. It was word of mouth. People would say that you can't believe this show, you've got to go see it for yourself. And from a viral standpoint, it's one of the things that all of us Parrot Heads pride ourselves on, is bringing people to the show that maybe have never seen a show before, and watching their eyes light up and say, where has this been my whole life? So what is Margaritaville to me? Well, Margaritaville has a significant importance to me because of all the great things it represents to an entire group of people, really a nation full of people, Parrot Heads, because it's escapism, and it's important, and it serves a real purpose for people, and it means something different to everybody. But it has a deep meaning. It has a genuine meaning. It has it not only connects to your youth, but it really represents an opportunity not to take yourself too seriously. And I would like to think we do the same thing with the Blackhawks. We provide an important moment of escape for people to enjoy the game, to enjoy the storylines of our players, to enjoy the storyline, of this terrific team every year, and it sort of helps you pass a cold winter. And the same thing with the Buffett Show. You look forward to that show, and now we start out on the lawn as a young person, like many of the parrot heads did, and then now you're bringing your children to the Buffett experience and lifestyle because you really believe in it. It's something of substance. It's something that's important. And while it's fun, I think there's a deeper meaning to no matter what your problems are, you're going to get through it. And I think Jimmy provides that for millions of people out there, and I think it's got some importance to it.
Hi, my name is Peter Mayer, and you're watching Margaritaville TV.